It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? If you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. Choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Here we go. Welcome. This is Edna J. White, and this is What About This? This is your destination to hear amazing things about real live people telling us about real life and their real love for life, business, and family. So today we have Melinda Epstein. I want to tell you about her because I met her over a year ago, and we were at this, I don't know, it was a cooking networking thing, and we kind of got burned out of that because we weren't supposed to be in there cooking. Not us, but the chef. And we met, and we had this amazing time, just a couple of minutes. Just really a couple of minutes. And I will tell you, she actually sent me this. She sent me a card way before we were supposed to be on, and it says, "Let's root for each other and watch each other grow." And one of my favorite pictures, I don't know if I look like that.
I love that picture.
One of my favorite pictures, I think this is one of my kiddie times when because I was thinking about something childlike, and I love it. And I just wanted to show you, this is exactly what she does. She brings us together, businesses together, but she's going to tell you all about that. So Melinda Epstein, take it away.
Thank you, Edna. Thank you so much for having me on. This is awesome. I am in business. I am actually an insurance broker by day. I've been doing insurance for 30 plus years.
Okay.
And I'm a licensed broker, so I work for someone. I work on their business, but I also have some of my own accounts. And as I said, I've been doing this forever. And I was looking for a way to appreciate the people that trusted me with taking care of their insurance needs, and thanking people who referred people to me or people I work with. And I stumbled upon this relationship marketing system called Send Out Cards, which is a fantastic system that you can use to not only on a business level, but on a personal level too. There are tons of stories of people who reunited with family members just by sending them a simple, heartfelt card. But I was looking for exactly that. I wanted a way to say thank you and show appreciation. And I started using this system about 3 years ago. Still working, my full-time job, which I do. And I cannot tell you the reaction. You have that card that I sent you.
Yes, I was like, I was so
on
shocked.
Your shelf.
So shocked.
People don't get real mail anymore, right? We get emails, we get junk mail, we get, messages, messenger messages, text messages, emails. But to get something in the mail that's personal, so, it touches your heart. It comes from my heart. Because it's just, how I am. It has made a huge difference in my business. It's helped me maintain clients that I have. It's helped me get referrals from them because they know that I'm thankful and grateful for their business. It has kept me in touch with people that I haven't seen in a million years, like high school people.
Wow, that's great.
That event that we went to, the chef.
Yeah.
Remember him? The chef that was at that event? He was fantastic. He's a DJ chef.
Yes, I remember.
I asked him if I could take a picture of him, and I asked him for his mailing address. He looked at me like I was crazy, and I sent it to him, and he was floored. He was absolutely floored.
Oh, that's so nice.
He actually did during the pandemic. He was doing drive around in his area, doing playing music in the streets.
Oh, that's so nice.
I caught a picture of him from Facebook doing that, and I sent it on a card to him, and I thanked him, even though it's not my area. But
right.
I could tell how he was making people happy, and I thanked him, and he was just so touched. So it kind of goes along. You and I were talking about our lives and the paths that our lives have
yeah.
taken, especially the past year, it goes along with all of that. You know,
it does.
with especially the past 4 or 5 months, and what's going on these days.
Yes.
Share kindness, to put a smile on someone's face. Obvious business, pluses.
Yes.
You know, when you use this, because you're competing against someone else for a speaking engagement. You know, you send a card to say thank you.
Right.
Maybe throw some delicious brownies in there, something like that. You know, they're gonna remember you.
Yes.
It makes you stand out. But even more so, more of what I've been doing lately than using it for a business has been just to try to touch people and thank them. Anytime I see someone I know that has a family member that's a police officer, or, you know, a relative that passed away, or anything, I touch them just to, you know, tell them that, you know, I thank them for what nurses, doctors, thank you for what you're doing. Because regardless of anything, these people have been through very tough times.
Absolutely. Kindness goes a long way.
Right.
Goes a long way.
So this whole business opportunity with this system has given me new life, I guess you could say. I've always been the kind of person that worked, you know, a full-time job. Even in college, I worked 2 part-time jobs. I went to college full-time. I've always worked. I've always done something. So I'm not the kind of person that goes to work and goes home at the end of the day and, you know, puts my feet up and watches television. It's not me. So I always was looking for something to do. This supports my insurance business.
Right.
But it also has allowed me to grow a business on my own that I know I will have, you know, forever, because I will always work. But it's also touching people. So it's I guess, satisfying that need in me to make other people happy and make them smile.
Right.
And it's building and growing, and I've shared this with other people that have decided that they wanted this business opportunity as well. So it's just an all-around amazing thing that I found, and I love. And I love working with people and businesses and showing them how they can, you know, get a big return on their investment. And it's easier, right, to keep a client than it is to find a new one.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? You keep them by, you know, making sure they know how much you appreciate the business, because they could go somewhere else, especially in this world, right?
Exactly. And I like the way that you have a business it's simpatico with what you're doing. That's important. You know, having a business and doing activities and, you know, giving to the community, it all has to work in tandem together, and that's a beautiful thing. Many people don't realize that, you know, especially when we get side businesses. It's got to be, you know, I don't know. It seems that it's always out of the ordinary, and then when you say, well, does that kind of blend with your skills? You're using your skills that you've learned along the way. You're using your love of what you do, and you're actually branding that and creating the flow for money on a regular basis and the flow for money on your side business. So it all kind of works together, and I love when that works, because it works for me. I love it, you know. I think it's a universal thing, especially when you start getting genuine with yourself and you start, like, you know, all things starts opening up and like, wow, I can really do this and do that, and without a hitch, it just happens. So that's a really good thing. So how can we get involved in that?
Somebody sent me a card.
Okay.
About 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Someone I met networking, because I had just started networking maybe about 5 years ago.
Okay.
I hadn't been doing it before that. And they were involved with this, with send out cards, and they sent me a card and brownies. And I have to say, if you're a brownie fan, they have the best brownies in the world. And I said, this is exactly what I wanted, exactly what I was looking for to be able to send to my clients. And I reached back out to the gentleman, and he never answered me.
Right.
So I let it go for about a year, and then
a whole year? Wow.
Yeah, I just said, all right, I couldn't figure it out on my own. I gave up. I just let it go. About a year later, someone else brought it up, and I said, that was, I saw that, I loved it. I want to figure out how to do it. So they sat on the phone with me for about an hour one night. This is going back 3.5 years ago, and I figured it out, and I signed up immediately. I created an account, and I started, sending the cards.
Nice.
And it kind of coincided with when I really, really started networking a lot for my insurance business. And I was still kind of new at it. And someone I met said to me, and it was like a smack in the face, I know 1 million insurance brokers. What makes you any different?
Whoa.
And I was like, what?
That's a great question. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's great.
We all know coaches. We know, life insurance people. We know realtors. I know 1 million, So why do you pick one over someone else? Right?
Right.
So what makes you stand out? So it's either you and I, when we met a year ago, there was some kind of connection.
Yeah,
there was something.
We didn't know what it was. So we were like cracking up laughing. I don't even remember what we were cracking up laughing about. I think it was just like, as soon as we met each other, I was like, what are you doing? What is that? And then all of a sudden, come over here. It was great.
But it could be that, right? Yeah. It could be that just instant. You don't know what it is, that connection.
Right.
Or it could be like, well, you're just like every other insurance broker I ever met, or every other, realtor I ever met. What's different about you?
Right.
So, it took me back, and I said, well, I don't really know what's different about me. What makes me any different? I'm honest. I work hard. If you're good where you are, I'll tell you to stay there. I don't know. And then it coincided with finding this, and I said, well, I really, I really do. I appreciate when people trust me with an important decision like their insurance for their business. I'm grateful when someone says, you know what, Melinda, call my friend. They need your help.
Right.
That they gave my name, not somebody else's.
Right.
And I want to be able to show that and share that. And it's made a world of difference in my business, but also for me, as you and I were talking about. It's been a year of a lot of changes for me. So this ability to do this with people and for people and for businesses has just changed my life.
Right. Because now you're able to give your heart now. You're not concentrating on one thing. And it's important to know that as we go through things, we know when something's wrong. We really do know when it's off. And if we have to think about it all the time, it really is not something we're supposed to be doing. It really isn't. And, we've been through, I really want to have another conversation with you about what we just talked about prior to this video. Because it was really good, guys. It was really, really good. You'll hear it one day soon. But it's important to know that who you are, And we talked about women, us as women, we become nurturers and we don't stop nurturing. And even animals stop nurturing after a while. We tend to be morph into whatever we're doing. If it's our children, we morph into that. If it's our husband, we morph into that. We don't become our own selves. And one thing my friend used to always say is, men never give up. And I'm not badging men, not at all. Men never give up their friends and their friends' time and their time with their friends. We're the only ones that do that. So that could tell you something. But that mimics animal life. If you think about it, it mimics exact animal life. The lions don't get involved with birthing the children. They just lay there, they hang out. They really do. They just chill. And then
tell me when it's over.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's great. If I don't like them, I'm getting mad, get them out of here. The whole nine. But we don't do that. We succumb to that. And even the lionesses, when they know it's time for them to go, especially if they're male, they let them go. We gotta stay a little longer, and it's important. We want to have this women's talk because this right here, what we was talking about before, we're going to have this conversation because we need to have this women's empowerment because we hear the good stuff about women. We hear, I guess, you can do it, that kind of stuff. You can do it because I did it. I was divorced. I was with someone I didn't like. I was this and that. But no one fills in the in-between. Nobody fills that in. And then when you hear the in between, that's what makes you go on more. That's what makes you move forward. I like what you were saying. I really do. I think that you're doing a markup job. I might have to consider what you're talking about with your business as well. I might have to add that to. That's a really. I mean, when I got this card, I was like, wow, we didn't even meet yet. We didn't even get on yet. And it's only 15 minutes. I'm like, I felt like a star. Wow, this is really great. But it was really, it makes you feel special. And that's what's the card system again?
It's called Send Out Cards.
Send Out Cards.
And actually, if you want to try it or anybody wants to try it, send me a message and I'll send you a link that you could do the first card on me. It's on me.
And how do they get involved? Easy. How do they get involved? How do they call you? How do they email you? How do they get in touch with you for your business?
The best thing would be to either text me or call me. Okay. And my number is 631-974-9503.
Okay.
The best way to do it. Best way to reach me.
So you heard that?
I could give you my website, but honestly, I'd rather have the conversation and send you, I could send very quick under 2-minute videos for you to see what it's about. And there's a link right in there that you can go in and send the card for free. Okay.
And do you have a Facebook page that can join for your insurance or this just anything that they can join and hear about you?
Of course. Yeah, sure. I have my regular personal Facebook page, but I have I don't do much with my insurance on Facebook.
Okay.
I didn't find that it really did anything for me. I do have LinkedIn. It's just my name, Melinda Roth Epstein. I do have a Facebook page cards with ME, my initials ME.
Okay.
Or just to follow me on Facebook or send me a message and I'll
sounds good.
I'll add you in, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun and
sounds
it's good.
So if you're a real estate agent, a life insurance agent, if you want to get more customers, if you even landscaping, if you want to get more customers, anyone that wants customers, want to form relationships, talk to Melissa. No, I was talking Melissa.
Melinda.
I know. Melinda Epstein. Melinda Epstein. I will never forget the last name, so I just want you to know that. I will never forget that. Melinda
Sometimes that's
Epstein.
not a good thing. Right now, these days, it's not a great last name. But.
Okay, I'm not going to forget Melinda at all. So contact her. This is Edna J. White. We're signing off. Melinda Epstein is signing off with me, and we're saying see you next time.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.